Ever since arriving in London, I've had the worst time trying to get up in the morning. Go to bed at normal times, work quite regularly, sleep through my alarm until like 8:30 or 9, which is not good. I just wake up utterly exhausted. It's not like I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm getting a solid 8 or 9 hours every night. And while the bed we sleep in is very comfortable, it's a lot more solid than the last 2 beds I was used to sleeping in. My single bed I've had since I was 8. It was like perfect for my body. The one that Matt and I was sleeping in when I moved in with him, he's had since he first moved out of home. And again, that was really nice and soft. And this one, it's very comfortable. I have no trouble sleeping on it. But when I wake up in the morning, my ribs are so sore. I feel like I've been sleeping in a badly fitted corset all night and my ribs just ache, which makes it hard to breathe, which makes me not want to get out of bed. I don't like it. Time for breakfast. So it's currently not quite 9 o'clock at night, 12 hours after I filmed earlier, and I had a 2-hour nap earlier because I've just been so tired. And I don't know why. Like I said, I haven't been staying up late or getting up really early or doing exhausting things during the day. And when I talked to Matt about it last night, he said possibly that is the problem, is the fact that at the moment I am spending most of my time just at home doing not much. Watching movies, knitting, reading books, working on captioning videos. Which seems like a really backwards way for a body to work. But it would make sense because it's happened before. A little part of me is a bit worried that it is, you know, mental illness playing a factor because I was happy and now I'm really tired all the time. I have a job as a supply teacher, basically what I was doing back in New Zealand, but that doesn't start until September, and even then of course the hours aren't guaranteed because it's a supply teacher's job. And I've been looking at video editing and online media type stuff because I do absolutely love doing it as a passion. If I can turn it into a job then that would be even better, but of course it means spending hours every day just trawling through job sites, posting my CV out to people, waiting and hoping. Job hunting is an extremely depressing process. It's hard to be constantly talking yourself up all the time, especially when you maybe don't necessarily 100% believe the things that you're saying, or you feel like a bit of an imposter for saying them. You've got to say it to all these different people and constantly be like, pick me because I'm better than everyone else for these reasons. And it's also just exhausting filling out form after form after form. Here's my name, here's my address, here's where I've lived, here's where I've worked, here's where my education was. And then you worry about, have I phrased this properly? Have I tailored my CV to each job properly? Have I written my covering letter well? Have I tailored that to each job? Have I told them what they want to hear? And I don't want to spend all day in my bedroom on job sites looking for a job. I want to be able to go out and do stuff, but of course I can't do that if I don't have a job. And I am hesitant to go out and spend money because I don't know what the hours are going to be like with the supply teacher's job. Who knows, I could go another month after my start date and only work a couple of days, or I could be working every single day and I could be getting really great pay. Who knows? In the past I've had a tendency of talking myself out of going to job interviews because I doubt myself, but it's also a little bit apathy, not laziness, but apathy. I'll be getting ready and then it starts to get time to leave and then a little part of my brain goes, you don't really want to go to this interview, do you? You don't really want this job. There's so many other jobs. Why do you want this one? You'll find another job. You don't want this job. And so then I'll write some bullshit excuse to not come to the interview. I'll miss out on that job. That is when the second-hand freak out kicks in. Why did I do that? That was so stupid. I'm not going to get another interview because no one else is going to want to hire me. Why didn't I go for that interview? I'm not going to be able to get a job and I'm not going to be able to pay rent. I'm going to get kicked out of the flat and I'm going to have to move home. I'm going to have to go on the dole and then I'll just be a dole bludger the rest of my life. Then I get the call for the next interview and it all happens all over again. It's not a healthy cycle to be in. And I've done my best to get myself out of it and I've done pretty well. I've worked some awesome jobs. Part of me is wondering, do I want to be a video editor or work in online media, or do I want to stay working as a teacher so that making videos can still be that creative thing I do for myself when I get home? I want to be, who knows? That's where my head is at the moment. Now I'm going to curl up in bed and watch Live at the Apollo on Netflix and do some knitting. Tomorrow I have Quidditch though.